For the 91st time, at the Field of Remembrance, we meet again to remember those who gave their life. Let the design of thy great love shine on the waste of our anger, have become a symbolic moment on which to pause in silent remembrance.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back for some royal tea. This is Remembrance Day at the Poppy Field. This is Harry and Meghan, and we just saw them interacting together. I'm curious how well they were getting along, how well they were interacting. Harry didn't seem to be looking at Meghan. Meghan seemed to be watching Harry like a hawk. She's wearing this belt almost up at her bust line, and she's showing a belly. That sure looks like an announcement of a pregnancy to me. The other big thing that I was watching, and the reason I showed you that clip, is because I wanted to see if Meghan acts inappropriately at all, okay? Because, you know, I'm seeing a lot of stuff on Tumblr. This is one example where she acted very inappropriately at the Irish famine thing. She just seemed to not recognize how serious the events were. You know, and this is to memorialize the great men and women who have died to preserve England, which they now seem to be throwing away. But there's hope because Brexit is coming. And I understand Brexit is the most important meal of the day. Okay, so Duchesses honor Britain's hero. Meghan Markle pays tribute to Britain's war dead as she joins Prince Harry at Westminster Abbey's Remembrance Poppy Field, while Kate and William meet emergency crews from Grenfell fire and terror attacks. So this was her first visit to the Field of Remembrance today for Meghan. They erected crosses. Okay. Camilla was supposed to be minding them, and she called out sick, which is kind of funny. So how did Meghan do at the Remembrance Day ceremony? Did she offend? Because I've seen a lot of stuff on like Tumblr and such saying that she was just acting inappropriately, and I even saw a post that said, you know, they never want to see Meghan again. I don't see that her behavior was poor. You know, was she smiling? Was she grinning? Was she showboating? I mean, she was obviously trying to say, I'm having another baby. I don't believe Meghan is capable of having a child. And, you know, in the reading it showed that she was probably a hermaphrodite, or perhaps, you know, a transgender. And also Harry is not capable of having a child, which explains a lot for their relationship. So how did Meghan do at the Remembrance Day? You know, were people offended? Were people, you know, they love her, you know, this is great. How did she do? Public perception. All right, no emotion cards showing, no hearts at all. So official business, cornucopia, pomp and circumstance and everything, crossroads, divided opinions. Okay, so people are not loving it, they're not hating it. City, the whole world, everybody's watching. Fox, clever, focused, royal family, 10 Diamonds royal family, and executioner just doing it. 23, 6 Club. It's a duty that she had to perform for the royal family. They don't feel that her heart was in it. The people, the citizens of the UK and the Commonwealth, they're kind of divided on her opinion. She's now the most unpopular royal. She's more unpopular than Andrew. Okay, so that's going to take time to turn around. That's going to take effort and action to turn around. So I wanted to see how Harry and Meghan were interacting. Okay, in that clip, I was very curious. I don't feel their body language was great. I felt that Harry was not looking at Meghan. I don't recall him looking at Meghan once in any of the clips that I saw. So he was kind of ignoring her. So let's look at Meghan and Harry. How is their relationship? Because in 2 days, they're going to the U.S. for 6 weeks. And, you know, I'm seeing that Harry may return to the U.K. without Meghan. Meghan. Oh, dear. Harry. Wow. Oh, my. Yeah. Oh, some very interesting developments here. Glad I asked that question. Okay, and Meghan is also talking about having her second child. Okay, we got this belt thing going on here in a bump. She's talking about having her second child in the U.S. Okay, because with near family and friends, and you know, with Doria, and she'll feel more comfortable than in England. She felt very isolated. All of this is very insulting to the royal family and the United Kingdom citizens. She's supposed to be embracing. They're embracing her. They're loving her. She's part of a new family. She needs to really embrace them. And all of those words can be taken very insultingly. So let's start with Harry. How is the relationship between Harry and Meghan? This is the worst possible result, full stop. And there's a woman in the center. 19 and 12. Well, let's see. 22, 31, 8 clubs. Ooh, wow, like a stranger. The woman is like a stranger. He's treating her like a stranger. So I was correct that he wasn't looking at her, he wasn't paying attention to her, he was kind of intentionally ignoring her. And we're noticing a pattern whenever Harry is with Meghan, he's a big sourpuss. And whenever he's on his own, like he was just in Japan, he had a beer, he was smiling, he was joking around, he was Harry. Everybody loves Harry. So when he's single Harry, he's great. And when he's with Meghan, he's just looking like he ate something really sour. And now this is Remembrance Day, so he kind of needs to keep it serious. Okay, but he's really, it's a disaster and full stop. Disaster and full stop, and there may be another woman here. What's going on with Meghan? Scourge, conflict, blocked, he's freezing her out. Angel, she's trying to be good. 8 and 11, 19, 5 clubs. Well, there's the 5 clubs. She's acting like an angel. She's looking at her options. Oh, yeah. Okay, so she's just being frozen out by Harry. He's just like really had it. He's really had it. She's feeling blocked, and she's looking at her other options. Meghan is always looking into the future, always preparing new relationships and possibilities for herself, which is very wise, but a little disturbing because she's never seems to really be committed to what, you know, she doesn't seem to be fully committed to Harry and the royal family. She's always looking for the next thing. And that's what I see her doing here, looking for the next thing. And that's not good energy. You really need to commit. I guarantee that, you know, her role as Duchess and wife of Harry is the most challenging role she's ever had. And she needs to give it 110%, you know, 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, or she's not going to make it. And she's always looking to the next thing. Up here in the shadow, we have Trinity and Straight Razor. That's a 4, which is an ace of spades, cutting, and Trinity is in a relationship. You want to see 2s. There's no 2s. You want to see hearts. There's hearts in the middle. Yeah. I wouldn't go as far to say there's another woman in the relationship at this point. But very bad energy between them. This is potentially another woman, but I'm not really seeing that. He's just devastated. This is really not working out. He's ignoring Megan. She's on her best behavior. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So Camilla was assigned as minder. I've heard that Camilla was assigned as minder. Okay, and so she called in sick. She's like, not me, man. I've got a chest infection. Okay, and the day before she was looking good, looking smiley, out there being Camilla. So did the Queen order Camilla to mind Meghan and Harry? So it's gotten so bad that Harry can't, because Meghan called out Harry and said he crashed the round table with the square tables in the dungeon, okay, which is insulting. And I just showed a video where he's being called the First Lady. Harry's being called the First Lady, and Meghan is maybe going to be president. You know, more disrespect. The best indicator of divorce is disrespectful behavior. Okay, so was Camilla assigned as a minder for Meghan and Harry? And she's just like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get out of this. Camilla assigned as a minder. That's upside down. Okay. Coffin. All fours. Wow. Crazy. Yep. I was looking for the finger of God, and there it was. Because the finger of God is like an order. Okay, so is Camilla assigned as a minder? Well, we got 3 structure cards. 4, 4, 4. Okay, and I accidentally shuffled my deck upside down, so the 4-leaf clover came out. So she doesn't want this opportunity. You know, it's a secret. She's not loving it. 12, 3 spades, it's conflict. She really doesn't want to do this. You know, stick close and watch over them. Committed, outside. So yes, she was ordered. I was looking for the finger of God because the finger of God is an order. The Queen says to Camilla, I want you to be the minder. You're the senior royal who's going to mind Meghan and Harry. And when they're on royal property, you have to mind them. So even Harry minding Meghan has now been taken away. Now someone else has to mind them both. It's getting really bad. Take away the jewelry, now they can't be on royal property. Oh my goodness. Are the other royals freezing out Meghan and Harry? Is there sort of a general freeze out? Because they're about to go to the U.S. for 6 weeks. I think this is as bad as we've ever seen it for them. It's nice of those terrible media outlets to be, pumping out all these really nice stories about them because because of their Sunshine Sachs PR. So are the other royals freezing out Meghan and Harry? Fence sitter, handcuffs, 10 hearts. Okay, are they freezing out Meghan and Harry? Very emotional. 17, 5 hearts, 5, 5. Changing. Committed. They're committed. Okay, they're all joined as family, but they feel like they're, they're all about themselves. They're about money. They're about themselves. Are they freezing them out? No. Harry is freezing Meghan out right now. Harry has really had enough. Okay, but I don't see the royals. The royals in general are not freezing out Meghan and Harry. The relationship is intact. It's not loving. There are hearts here. They're upset right now. Okay, and they feel that Meghan and Harry are selfish, but they're not freezing them out. But they're upset, and Meghan and Harry are selfish right now. The other thing I'm wondering is, are we going to see Archie before they leave for the U.S.? They've had many opportunities. Let's just throw that. Okay, they just visited with the people in Windsor, you know, and there were babies everywhere. And why didn't they bring Archie? Are we going to see Archie before they leave for 6 weeks in the U.S.? Because they did not show they showed a live Archie in Africa. Okay, a gurgling Archie in Africa who's teething. So he's too young to be teething. Okay, are they going to, and they did not show a live Archie in the UK, which is really terrible. I mean, just terrible. So are they going to show a live Archie in the UK before they leave? Okay, Jack of Clubs, 5 diamonds, Ace of Clubs, Mustard Seed, and 6 diamonds. Because they're teasing us. They're telling us that he's starting to talk, and he has 2 front teeth now. I mean, that's really cute, but a picture is worth 1,000,000 words. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and a moving picture is worth a lot more than that. Okay, so 6 and 11, 17, 5 hearts. They're considering it. Step by step, planting the seed. Are we going to see Archie? To all the people, step by step, planting the seed. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that's telling us. They're working a plan. They're working a plan. And messages, step by step messages. They're working a plan. Okay, and they're teasing out information bit by bit by bit. It would be a really good idea for them to show a live Archie in England, okay? Because if they're going to show Archie in Africa, and then they're going to show Archie in the United States, which I don't know if they're going to show him in the United States, but if they show them in those 2 places and they haven't showed them in a Commonwealth country, specifically in the UK, which is so easy to do, just walk around Windsor with Harry in a carriage, with Archie in a carriage, just stroll around Windsor or go anywhere with the baby. You know, that's a good move. Okay, so how did Meghan do? They're split. They feel this was just official duties, official duties. She is very focused on doing her official duties, but they're not like, we love it, we hate it. They're split. So I'm seeing both. I'm seeing very positive articles that are put out in the mainstream press, and I'm also seeing stuff on Tumblr and Twitter where people are like, they never want to see her again. She blew it again. I don't feel she blew it. I felt that she acted appropriately, and that's why I was showing you she acted appropriately. I wouldn't give her a 10. I'd give her like a 5 or a 6 because, you know, her facial expressions, she doesn't seem to be in the moment. She doesn't seem to be in the moment of the memorial service. Okay, she seems to be thinking about other things. So I'm not going to give her like an A+ review on that. And you saw it for yourself. So Meghan and Harry's relationship. How's it going? Because I didn't see them interacting at all. It's a disaster. Harry is just completely freezing her out. It's like, it's full stop and a disaster, and Harry is freezing her out at this point. So that adds more credence to, you know, the reading that I think Harry will come back without Meghan, and Meghan will stay there, and then they're going to have this long distance relationship thing, and we might have to look into that because that's the beginning of the end. If that's going to happen, if they're going to start, if she's going to live in America and he's going to fly back and forth, that's the beginning of the end. So was Camilla assigned as a minder? Yes. And she's not loving it. She's hating it. She doesn't want to do it. She's trying to get out of it. And she just called in sick. You know, I can't make it, Queen. I'm really sick. You know, that's what she did like a child. You know, so that's how you get out of stuff. So are the royals freezing out Meghan and Harry? No. They're upset. They're upset and they feel that they're selfish, but you know, this is not like we love you, but it's like you're still part of the family. They're not freezing them out at this point. Okay, are we going to see a live Archie before they leave for the U.S.? They have a plan that they're working. They're very strategically working a plan. It's not clear to me that we are or are not going to see a live Archie before they leave. That's not clear to me at this point. So that's how I see it. That's your royalty today. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. As always, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.